Jeff Brantley. I work for the Cincinnati Reds. I do radio broadcast and TV broadcast, and I used to actually play baseball for the Reds. I was a pitcher for the Reds from 1993 to 1997. Won the Rolaids Relief Pitcher of the Year in '96. Matter of fact, the last playoff game we won in this town, that was my team.
Hello, everyone. My name's Anthony Munoz, old retired football player. Played my entire career with the Cincinnati Bengals, 13 years. I'm a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, class of 1998.
Hi, my name's Jeff Birding. I'm the president, and with Carl Lindner, the founder of FC Cincinnati.
Back behind the ball to defend for Portland. Bertone sending it in. Watson is there! First home goal in Cincinnati's MLS history!
Born and raised here in Cincinnati, proud West Sider, large Catholic family.
Chris Collinsworth. I came to Cincinnati to play for the Cincinnati Bengals back in 1981.
Last week in the Buffalo win. First down at the 30 after that 15-yard gain and open again. This is Collinsworth, and he has another first down at the 19.
Came to Cincinnati, had my best year ever in the big league level in 1996. I was pitching in a ball game against the Astros and really just blew out my shoulder.
So going into my senior year as my last hurrah, I was projected as a top draft pick. I got hurt the very first game of the season, the second time we had the ball. So I had my third knee operation, 4 years. I missed the entire season. I mean, I was out. People had written me off, saying there's no way you're going to play in the NFL. You're a projected high pick. Now you might not even get a chance.
Ended up having to have surgery right after that. They had to reattach the entire labrum in the shoulder. Came back, ended up pitching another 4 years in the big leagues, but it was never the same. I was never anywhere near as good or as fun as I was before I had the surgery.
I think that we all sort of have those stories, right? Of you think it's the end of the world, you think it's the worst thing that ever happened.
Everybody has a bad day, and everybody has a tough time.
It's all about that. I mean, really, when you get right down to it, I was an All-American quarterback in high school. I got to the University of Florida, and in my first spring game, I went 0 for 11 with 2 interceptions, and they made me a wide receiver the next day, which ended up being the best thing that ever happened to me.
I'm one of 10 kids. Only 2 of us graduated from college. For me, I was so blessed when I was growing up in Westwood that I had coaches and teachers that told me that it was okay to dream big.
Yes, as a professional athlete, when you get to the ultra level at Major League Baseball or the NFL or the NBA, you kind of feel like you're superhuman, that you just can't be touched. I mean, that's really how you feel. And this is when you have that kind of surgery and it takes you off that pedestal and it knocks you down, I mean, to the dirt, you have got to figure out a way to pick yourself up.
But the comeback started after surgery. My schedule was I'd go to class with the backpack, I'd go to rehab, lift weights, and then I'd go back to the apartment and do homework. In that time, I was married for about 2 years. I shed a few tears on my wife's Dee shoulder.
My agent told me the only thing that I did not want to have happen to me was to get drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals because they're a horrible organization and you were not going to like it at all. And so, of course, I got drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals, and my mom went crying off into the back bedroom. What are the odds? 1 in 32 that team was going to end up taking me. And that couldn't have worked out any better. I love being in Cincinnati. I love playing for the Bengals. We went to 2 Super Bowls. It was a fantastic experience. When I got cut by the Cincinnati Bengals, I thought, oh, it's the end of the world, right? I'm never going to be able to, what am I going to do? I was in law school. I was just married. We had our first baby. This is the end of the world. The timing could not have been more perfect. I got a job with HBO and NBC and the radio station right away that wouldn't have been available.
When you're going through the rehab process, it's not always about you. Sometimes you're put in spots that are really rough spots because you can fight through it and you can make a difference for the person that's sitting next to you.
It's interesting, that was my senior year. My sophomore year at USC, I got married to Dee Dee, and then we both came to faith, and that was everything. So my faith, my wife Dee Dee, of course the medical staff there at USC was great support. My teammates, even though I wasn't out on the field with them, I had some very, very close teammates that would support me and really encourage me to continue to do what I was doing. So I'm thankful that I had not only one or two people, but I had a whole team around me that were supporting me, encouraging me to keep fighting.
And you can't always impact everybody in the world. You can't always change the things that are frustrating to you, but you can build one more relationship. You can have a smile with one more person. You can just like inch along.
I didn't any of this on my own, never. It always starts with teachers and coaches and neighbors and others that take an interest in us.
It just taught me if I wanted something badly enough, then it just wasn't going to come. That I had to work even extra of what maybe was expected of me. And I think that's what is carried over in my life as a husband, as a father, as a community member, someone that's involved with the non-for-profit, is that, things aren't just going to come your way. You might be talented in a certain area, but you still have to work extremely hard.
For me, the comeback story that I'm most proud of is Cincinnati's comeback story. When we began this effort, no one thought Cincinnati was going to win a third major league team. No one thought that Cincinnati was a soccer city, but we shocked the world. And our city came together, and we just kept working and working. And the fans of this community, people in this community, embraced FC Cincinnati in a level of determination that I think was quite astounding.
I think you just have to say, all right, not what is somebody about to do for me today? Like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do to make your day better?
COVID has, of course, been a once-in-a-lifetime challenge that few could ever have anticipated. And it's made 2020 an extraordinary year. But with extraordinary challenges comes great opportunity. And I continue to have optimism for Cincinnati. I believe in my hometown, and I believe in our people.
Things I'll say, why did you stay in Cincinnati and not come back to Southern California? I said, well, beaches are overrated. There's too much sand that gets in your shoes. But it's because of the people, and I think we need to tap into that camaraderie, that engagement that we have here. Really, it's the church and the groups like CityLink and non-for-profits that need to come and step up and say, hey, we want to be a solution to what's going on. Jump on board and we're going to lead the way.
One of our 3 pillars is making a difference in the community, giving back, being a leader to inspire and unite change in the community. We're a soccer team. We can't do it alone. And so we're so blessed to have community partners like CityLink who are rolling up their sleeves on the front line, helping individuals in our new neighborhood, the West End, but throughout the city.
I really believe that we can get through these tough times, but we can't do it alone. We have to come together as a unit, as a team, as a family, and we'll work through this. I know we can do it, but we can't do it alone. I need you as a teammate. You need me as a teammate. Together, we are champions.